Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. This is a war. It's not a ping pong game. Well, what's going on so far in the Middle East between the Israelis and the Iranians, I think it's a ping pong game. In Ukraine, it's a little bit more disorganized or a look-alike, war look-alike. Why? Because they're fighting in the same time. They're shooting at one another. It's not like one shoots and then the other one waits, the other one shoots and the other one waits. This is, I think, the case so far between Israel and Iran, not the case in Ukraine. I have about 4 topics for this video. First, the Ukrainians use drones to attack Russia. Russia uses drones to attack Ukraine. These are the first 2 topics. Then we have a piece of information which is very strange. We're going to find out who killed Nord Stream 2 pipelines. Who tells us that? Donald Trump. All right, that's the second one. The third one, the Russians are helping the Turks build not only a nuclear power plant, a second nuclear power plant, but also finish a gas hub in 2025. Who's going to blow that up? Well, Trump will tell us who did it the first time. Then we find out that the Russians are helping the Turks, but then Lavrov says Turkish statements of being a mediator is a perplex statement. Why? He will explain. And the last topic is Zelenskyy, I think, living in a dream world, which is, he says, we're not going to give any territory to Russia, regardless who the president of the United States of America is. Well, we're going to discuss if you have any decision in that or not. I don't think he has any. So let's start with the first one. First topic. Here you have it from Sputnik. Russia special operation, pop. Air defense shoots down 83 Ukrainian drones over Russian regions last night. Russian air defense systems destroyed 83 Ukrainian fixed-wing drones over the Kursk, Voronezh, Bryansk, Oryol, and Belgorod regions, as well as over Crimea, the Russian Defense Ministry said on Friday. So where is that located? Kursk, Voronezh, Bryansk, Oryol. So this is the Ukraine, this is the Russia, this is Bryansk, this is Oryol, Kursk, and Voronezh. So these are the four oblasts that were attacked by the Ukrainian drones. And in the south, that's the Crimean Peninsula. All right, let's go and see what they did, because they claimed they were attacked, but did they intercept them all? Here, the air defense systems intercepted and destroyed 83 out of how many? Unmanned aerial vehicles. 36 UAVs were shot down over the territory of Kursk region, 20 over the territory of Bryansk region, 12 over the territory of the Republic of Crimea, 8 over the territory of the Voronezh region, 4 over the territory of Oryol region, and 3 over the territory of the Belgorod region. Though that Belgorod is right here. So then we have Belgorod, Voronezh, Kursk, Oryol, Bryansk. How many were launched? They don't say. So if these guys downed 83, I definitely would like to know how many were launched. 3,000? It's always good to know how many were launched. Then you know if it was a successful attack or it was a failure. But they won't tell you that, obviously, that we have a little war over there. Or as, I'm not going to go to that, but I will. Remember when the Americans, the Spanish-American War, remember that one? It started, if I remember correctly, with an explosion in the Havana, Cuba Bay. A military vessel, American military vessel, was deployed over there, just snooping around. And Cuba was part of Spain, if I remember correctly, those times. So it was an explosion, and then the Americans said, there you go, you attacked us, we're gonna... And they did. And it was, if you remember, Teddy Roosevelt, the first Roosevelt, not the second communist one. And he said, well, splendid little war. That's how we call that, if I remember correctly. I'm talking about the Spanish-American War, because Americans kicked them out immediately and they won and everything was good. For the Americans, splendid little war. So the same here, I think it's a splendid little war for the arms manufacturing companies, the international banking system, and the energy, sectors. So let's go to the next topic, which comes not the ping pong. Remember, this is in the same time. This is from the 1st of November 2024. Today, Friday. Here, Ukrainska Pravda. Ukraine's air defense destroys 31 drones and guided aerial missiles at night. Out of how many? They're going to tell us. Russia has launched 48 attack drones. There you have it, 48. And UAVs of unspecified type at Ukraine and conducted an attack with 3 Kh-59/69 air-to-surface missiles on the night of 31st October to the 1st of November. A total of 31 Russian drones and missiles have been destroyed. Let's see what happened with the rest. So let's see what happened. They attacked right here. They said they started, where is it? They also struck with 3 Kh missiles temporarily occupied territory of Kherson Oblast. In addition, Russian tactical aircraft conducted attacks with guided bombs on Kharkiv, Sumy, and Zaporozhye. Kharkiv, Sumy, Zaporozhye. Right. Kharkiv is right here, or Kharkov, Sumy right here, and Zaporozhye is this area here. As a result of the combat efforts, aircraft, anti-aircraft missile forces, mobile fire groups, and electronic warfare units of Ukraine Defense Forces downed 31 Russian drones. In addition, 14 drones disappeared, just went home to mommy from radar, and 3 flew towards Belarus. Mommy, I'm coming home. The Ukrainian air defenses also managed to shoot down 1 surface missile, and the other 2 did not reach their targets due to activity countermeasures. Air defense systems were responding in Kirovohrad, Kiev, Cherkasy, Vinnytsia, Zhytomyr, Khmelnytsky, Sumy, Chernihiv, Odessa, and Poltava Oblast. Those are located, everywhere here, but from down here. So the Polish side and the Hungarian side of Ukraine was not attacked, just this part here, which is, let's say, 2/3 of Ukraine. Let's go to the next topic, which will reveal who killed Nord Stream 2 pipelines. Oy vey, and it was not Biden, it was Trump himself. You can make shit up, man. He should stop talking like that. Here, Russia Today. This is the 1st of November 2024. Trump reveals who, quote-unquote, killed Nord Stream 2. The Republican has claimed he stopped construction of the gas pipeline while in office. Republican president candidate Donald Trump has claimed that he was the one who stopped the Nord Stream 2 gas pipeline connecting Russia and Germany via the Baltic Sea. The pipeline, which was never put into operation, was damaged by sabotage in September 2022, and we don't know who did it. In a live interview with conservative American journalist Tucker Carlson in Glendale, Arizona, in front of a large crowd, Trump denied long-standing accusations of being a Russian sympathizer. And I'm quoting, "The Democrats love to say that I was a friend of Russia. I worked for Russia. I was a Russian spy." End quote, Trump said, calling supporters of this version sick people. He suggested that, I don't think they're sick, he suggested that Nord Stream 2 was one of Russia's greatest and most important projects. And I'm quoting Trump, "I killed it. Nobody will kill it but me. I stopped it. The thing was half built, dead," he said without elaborating. However, Trump continued, U.S. President Joe Biden, whom he called a dumb guy, end quote, let construction of the pipeline continue while simultaneously canceling the Keystone XL pipeline, which was meant to transport oil from Canada to the U.S. So, according to the Republican, while in office, he raised strong objections with Germany over the country's ties with Moscow. I say, let's get that straight. While we're helping and guarding you from Russia, but you are paying Russia billions of dollars a month for oil. How is that working? I stopped that, he said. Okay, baby doll, let's unpack that garbage. First, he told that to Stoltenberg, if you remember, at that little video with, it was a lunch, dinner, breakfast, whatever it was. And it was like a principal, school principal talking to a pupil, to a student, Trump versus the baboon Stoltenberg. Why? Stoltenberg was over there because of the US. That's how it is with NATO secretaries general. So what happened? He said that Germany, yes, you are doing this and you are doing that. Now, between you and I, if we claim that we have free and we are sovereign, we have independent and economic sovereignty, that means you can deal with whomever you want as a country, as an entity, without being afraid that mommy or daddy will come and smack you. And if you have that, then what was the problem? You buy the cheapest product on the market. And the argument, remember, that Trump was floating around there was what? You can always be blackmailed by the Russians. Yeah, so you can be blackmailed by the US as well. Unless we become bad all of a sudden. But since we're good, we will never impose sanctions on our friends. But our friends are the ones who follow our orders. So you're a vassal state. So basically said, you can't do that. You gotta depend on us more. Well, it's my country. I can do what the fuck ever I want for my citizens, can't I? Well, I guess not. So I don't think he killed anything then, because when he got out of the office and he said it was half built, I don't think the Russians and the Germans built the second half in 1 year and a half since Biden came in the office, right? 2020. And then you got 2022 September, it was blown up. I don't think so. I don't think these guys finished it and put it ready to be operational. He didn't kill shit. Okay, let's talk about this kind of stupid statements. They are not working. Why? You have people who know what happened, and you have the baboons who don't. It's true, you're gonna, have the baboons believe that you killed it. But why are you so tough about it? That shows me that you, as a country, you intervene in other countries' internal affairs, economic decisions. Russia was not Germany's enemy at that point. I mean, unless the little slave tried to flee the plantation or spoke with another guy from another plantation, or who knows. And I'm supposed to support this? No. Unless you tell me we are thugs, okay, and we act like thugs, and if you keep open your mouth, we're going to smack you. And I'll say, okay, well, at least you're honest about it. But right now they're doing exactly that, being thugs, and then they tell us, hey, you have to revere us. Actually, we are fantastic. Well, I don't like that a bit. All right, let's see what the Russians say about this garbage. Trump should keep his mouth shut. He talks about many things like that, and they're not helping. They're helping with a certain strata of the society, but it loses the other one. It's true that in a war you need both. You need the guys to go over there and send them over there to certain death, and you need the generals or the lieutenants as well. And I guess he's just making his little speech for the soldiers, the field soldiers, right there, the guys you send them to a suicidal mission, not the generals or whatever they might be. All right, let's see what's next. So this is Russia's answer. Kremlin says Trump's new statements made in heat of election campaign. You see how these guys, the Russians, however you want to take it, you like them or not, how diplomatically they act. Instead of saying he's dumb, he just talks no nonsense, he's an idiot. No, they don't say that. They say, no, probably they were made in the heat of the campaign. Why? That's what it is. Did you hear these guys doing the same thing? No, they call names all the time. And then the media is like, oh, ready, we have our baboons here. We have to propagandize them. The new statements of former US President and Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump, including on the Nord Stream pipelines, were made in the heat of the election race. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said on Friday, and I'm quoting, and probably in the heat of his election race, we hear those statements that we mentioned. It is hard to figure out here. Maybe it makes sense for you to address a question to the campaign headquarters of this candidate, Peskov said, answering a corresponding question from journalists about Trump's statements. And this is what they say. My friends, they didn't kill shit. That was blown up by probably with the Brits and the Norwegians. All right, that's my statement, and I'm going to say it. And if you stick around, and I'm allowed to stick around, then you're going to find out that time will tell. And I think it's going to prove me right. But by that time, the baboons around us don't even remember what the Nord Stream 1, Nord Stream 2 pipelines were. So for them, it was like, when the news is going to come, yes, it was the who did it. We're going to say, okay. So that's what's going to happen, my friends. These guys are just using psychology. So let's see how the Turks will probably be hit by, we don't know whom, when they're going to agree with this one. Turkey hopes to launch international gas hub in 2025. So Russia and Turkey have a lot of hanky-panky going on. Istanbul. Türkiye hopes to launch an international gas hub in 2025 in cooperation with Russia's Gazprom, Turkish energy minister said on Friday. And I'm quoting, "We have created a strong infrastructure to launch operation of a trading platform within the Istanbul Financial Center in 2025 under the BOTAŞ-Gazprom partnership." The minister said the gas prices would be determined under the Istanbul Gas Index. They are just decoupling from these baboons in the West. Turkey also hopes to get a discount, which means Turkey will get a special price when the existing contract terminates in 2025, the minister added. In his opinion, even if Ukraine does not extend the contract on Russian gas transit, there will be no problems with the security of supplies. But there could be an increase in gas prices. So what's going on? These guys are, the Russians planned this for a long time. So when these baboons are blowing up that Nord Stream pipelines, these guys have it already ready with the Turks. Why? The Turks are opportunistic. As long as they are allowed to be opportunistic. They tried to take care of Erdogan in 2016, you know who, we can't say it, but nevertheless, they didn't succeed. So they are, let's say, adapting. The Russians are adapting. The Ukrainians will turn it off. These guys can supply gas via Turkey's gas hub. What will the Americans do? I don't know, maybe there will be some other 6+1 man and a woman and a yacht somewhere in the Black Sea, somewhere blowing something. All right, let's move to the next one. All right, let's see. The Russians are getting the Turks in trouble. Russia ready to help Turkey build second nuclear power plant, Lavrov. So what does it mean? These guys are getting tangled, more tangled and more tangled. We're going to have another article here about BRICS. The Russians support Turkey's bid of becoming a BRICS member. But Turkey is a NATO member. What are we going to do? It's going to be the Trojan horse. Where? In NATO or in BRICS? Or both? So that means it should be a third party. I hope it's the Turkish people, the third party. So let's look at this one. Next one. Right there. Moscow backs NATO countries' BRICS membership bid. Turkey would bring significant benefits to the economic group, Russia's foreign minister has said. Turkey's determination to join BRICS reflects the appeal of the economic group, Lavrov said, while stressing that the BRICS ethos of the respect of international law so they respect the international law. I got it. Ankara announced in September that it had formally applied to become a full-fledged BRICS member, making it the first NATO state to do so. Will they be allowed? Who should allow them or not? Well, the guys who told the Germans you can't have cheap gas. So the whole point with Turkey here is going to be how much the Americans are going to allow the Turks to be independent, how independent they will allow them to be. That's the whole point here. The Americans will do this with Turkey unless Turkey has its own mission given by the guys with the pipeline. All right, let's go to the this little statement coming from Lavrov, which I think it's strange in a way. Here it is. Russia Today. Turkey stands on Ukraine's perplexing, Lavrov. And he says, the top diplomat says Ankara's claim of wanting to act as a mediator in the conflict are at odds with its continued arms shipments to Kiev. Yes, these guys Turkey wants to build a factory, manufacturing company. I think it's a, no, I know it's a drone arms manufacturing company, Turkish. They will build a factory near Kiev. I think they're in the process of building it, and they want to be mediators. Do you build a drone factory near Moscow as well? No. So how in the fuck? Are you, I don't know, neutral? You're not neutral. You're not neutral whatsoever. So I think that's the perplexing thing here. And let's go to the last topic of this video. Zelenskyy says that Ukraine will not give territory away, regardless of US election results. What do you think? I think like this. If the US says tomorrow, okay, we're done, you're gonna get the realities on the territory, Russia will get this, we're gonna discuss with the Russians, you go and play with your toys in the yard while the adults are talking. I think that's exactly what happened. What do you think Zelenskyy will do? Say, okay, kill, okay, no more weapons for you, no more money, you die in 3 days. I'm talking the Ukrainian nation is gonna be, that's it. And maybe Zelenskyy is going to have a heart attack, be arrested, airlifted, taken to London, and that's exactly what's going to happen. This is imbecilic. He can say that, Zelenskyy, obviously. What is he supposed to say? No, we will give Russia. He's going to be killed by his right-wing echelon in Ukraine, just like this. Remember, he got in trouble in 2020 or something with the right-wingers. I don't know, nationalists, how you want to call them, Nazis. I'm not putting them all together, okay? I'm just saying the guys over there, the nationalists, let's put it mildly. The nationalists, didn't they want to Zelenskyy? And Zelenskyy begged the Met and the Americans intervened and said, hold on, yeah, we're going to do it. And they did it in, the 24th of February, 2022? You know what I'm saying? It's YouTube, I can't really tell you everything here. Everything I know, not everything that it is. Because I don't know everything, obviously. Can you believe that? All right, you're going to forgive me for that one. So yes, Zelenskyy is going to do what he's told. Once he stepped to the side, the guys around him, remember, the bodyguards, the troops around him, those are not his people. They're someone else's people. They make sure that he's following the script. Zelenskyy is a guy incarcerated. He's not a free person. He's over there. Once he stepped to the left or to the right, these guys are just going to put him back on track. And he knows that. He knows that. He has to play the role of, oh, we're going to do this, yeah. Shut up, go on the stage. But the stage right now is the world. No, not regardless of who's going to be. If Kamala Harris will be, these guys will continue with what they do. Now, if Kamala Harris loses, when I say loses and wins, I'm playing the game here, okay? So if it's going to be Trump, the United States will have a chance to save face, saying that this crazy guy got out of this war and he lost for the United States of America, Ukraine, and so on. That's how it's going to be interpreted. Trump will be a scapegoat, which the United States will going to say, well, we're going to discuss. The same thing with Trump, the same is valid for Trump. What I said about Zelenskyy a minute ago. Who are the secret services around him? Who do they listen to when they tell him ABC 1, 2, 3? Do you think he's going to go and ask Trump, excuse me, sir, should we take you to a secure location right now because this guy said right here in the earpiece? Who is talking in the earpiece? Do you think that guy is going to say, are you sure I need to do this? Can you provide me the evidence? He's going to follow the order like a machine that they are. They can't think for themselves. They have to follow orders. That means like in a computer. That's the key A. Clip is going to be A on the screen. The same over there. Do this, he's going to do that. 100%. But hey, the Nazis were supposed to disobey orders if they thought they were morally incompatible with their values or something like that. Remember? Why did you follow? I just follow orders, sir. You could have, not follow orders. That means you will be, because you could have, based on your ethics. It was not ethical. Well, do you think the guy is going to say, well, take Trump to a secure location and we're going to talk to him over there? Okay, do you think he's going to, that's not ethical. God damn, I quit right here. Take my gun, take my badge, take everything you got, my cock, and it's fine. No, he's going to do it. And then what are we going to do? We're going to claim the same thing. Hey, you could have said no. What do you mean, man? You're unpatriotic. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.